What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight. Okay, is that right? Guess it's right. Making their debut on the channel tonight. Hope this is right. We have the Highwomen. Yes, indeed. How about that? The Highwomen making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do the clicks and the likes and the bibbity boobity bop, do me a favor, okay? Before you do all those things, please watch the whole video first, okay? Make sure you give me a chance to earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from JFK, and this is actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of September for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, JFK. I hope you enjoy the show, man. JFK wanted to see me react to this song. It is the Highwomen with a song called, oddly enough, Highwomen.
You're gonna do what?
Now, have I heard the song before? No. I haven't even heard of the Highwomen, so I'm almost positive I've never heard this before. This does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Amanda Shires, okay? And the video has 128,918 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. The Highwomen. Highwomen. Live performance. There it is. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I was a highwoman and a mother from my year. For my children, I did what I had to do. My family left Honduras when they killed the Sandinista. We followed a coyote through the dust of Mexico. And every one of them except for me survived. But I am still alive.
I was a healer. I was gifted as a girl. I laid hands upon the world. Someone saw me sleeping naked in the noon sun. I heard a witchcraft in the whispers, and I knew my time had come. The bastards hung me at the Salem gallows hill, but I am living still.
I was a freedom rider when we thought the South had won. Virginia in the spring of '61. I shot down on the Greyhound that was bound for Mississippi. My mother asked me if that ride was worth my time. And as the shots rang out, I never heard the sound. I am still around, and I'll take that ride again and again and again.
I'm going to pause here. What was her name again? Not her, the other one. Her.
That's a shot rang out. I never heard this. Spring of 60.
Yola. Okay, her name's Yola. About where we were. Yeah, give or take. Okay, I want to go back and I want to make sure I got the right person. I want to make sure I said her name right because I want to make sure that I give the proper praise to the proper person. Now listen, we've heard 3 separate lead vocalists now, right? All doing a different part. And this is not a slight against the first 2 at all. I think the first 2 did a fine job. Okay, they sounded good, tone sounded good, pitch sounded good, sounded like they were singing in key. Their vocal style definitely matches and sets in well with the mood and tone of the song. So this is not a slight against either of those 2 ladies in either way, shape, or form. But I gotta say, I liked Yola's approach. And the reason I liked it is, and this is gonna sound weird, and I really hope people don't take what I say here out of context, because in this day and age that we live in, it's so easy to do, and people get so easily triggered and offended by what people say when they take things out of context and they take things the way that they were not meant to be said. I liked her style because it didn't fit the stereotypical country style of singing. She took a far more, like, for lack of a better word, a far more soulful approach to it. Like almost like a Motown approach to it. And the 2 genres fit really well. Having that Motown style feel of singing, that soulful style of singing, with that kind of high, pinch in the back of the throat, not nasally, but pinched style of singing that a lot of African American performers get, especially female African American performers, they get that. And it's so cool that they're able to get that for the purpose of getting that kind of a feel and that kind of a style of singing into that genre of music. It fit really well here. It really did. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are going, he's being racist. No, what did I say that was racist? I didn't say anything racist. I said it's amazing to see that an African American woman like her can get that type of vocal style and apply it in a great way into a country song. I don't see how that's racist. A lot of people are going to get triggered, by that. And that's unfortunately the world we live in, but whatever. No, I dug her the most out of the 3 so far. I liked her approach. I liked the fact that it wasn't your stereotypical country style. It fit really well too. And it just kind of brought a little bit of a breath of fresh air to the song. For those of you that may or may not know, I'm not the biggest country fan. I respect country music. I have all the respect in the world for country music. It's one of the only styles of music that was actually born in the United States of America. It's one of only 3 styles that were honestly born here, first and foremost, before anywhere else. So I absolutely have a deep appreciation and a ton of respect for country music. It's just not necessarily my thing. You know what I mean? Anyway, no, I dug her style. I dug her approach, and I really liked what she did. Let's keep going. Let's see what else can be done here.
Well, I was a preacher, and my heart broke for all the world. But teaching was unrighteous for a girl. In the summer I was baptized in the mighty Colorado. In the winter I heard the hounds, and I knew I had been found. And in my Savior's name I laid my weapons down, but I'm still around. sing a story still untold. We carry the songs you can only hold.
I like the blend.
We are the daughters of the silent generation. You send our hearts to die alone in foreign nations. They may return to us as tiny drops of rain, but we will still remain. And we'll come back again and again and again and again and again. We'll come back again and again and again and again and again. We'll come back again and again and again and again. We'll come back again and again and again and again and again.
Oh, we're almost done. Let me keep going. I didn't realize we were almost finished. Very nice. It was pretty. It was well done. Honestly, there really is not a whole lot to talk about. This is going to be pretty cut and dry. Let me think about it. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was the Highwomen with Highwomen. There it is. This was a request from JFK, and this was actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of September for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, JFK. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. There honestly is not a whole lot to talk about. This is gonna be a pretty short review. Let me start with the score first. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 7.5. Yep, 7.5. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, as I said during the course of the reaction, I am not the biggest fan of country music. Okay, I'm just not. I have all the respect in the world for it. I understand the deep appreciation that a lot of musicians have for country music, and rightfully so. Country music definitely deserves all of the respect that it gets, because how many different styles of music have been born off of the roots of country music? It's one of the only original styles of music that were born out of the United States. So, I mean, you have to give it credit for that. That automatically, if you're a musician and you don't at least respect country music, you need to check yourself. Seriously, you do. Because country music absolutely deserves the respect that it is given and the recognition that is given. Having said that, I'm just not the biggest fan of it. It's not my go-to. It's not my style of music that I enjoy listening to. My wife loves country. She listens to country all the time. I cannot tell you how many times we've gotten in her car, and doesn't matter who's driving, we turn the car on and the radio turns on and there's country. So she loves it. She absolutely loves country. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'll listen to country. I'm not, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I will listen to it. I have no problem listening to it. It's just, like I said, it's not my go-to. Having said that, this was, in my opinion, it was a really good song. Okay, it was. When the song started out, for about the first half, I was listening to it and I was hovering in the high 6s, if I'm being honest here. I thought it was pretty good. When the first 2 ladies were singing the lead, and it sounded very stereotypical. It sounded good, nothing impressive, nothing all that amazing. but it was solid. It was solid. And I was thinking to myself, okay, it's pretty good. Songwriting's decent. Songwriting's basic. It's not anything complex or amazing. It's a pretty good song. Yeah, I'm feeling good around like a 6.7, 6.8. That's what I was feeling at first. Then the third vocalist came in. I believe her name, God, this is how terrible I am with names. I just said the name like 10 minutes ago. Yola, I think it is. She came in. And when she came in, she brought with her something I was honestly not expecting. She brought that soulful style of singing, that like Motown style of singing, that kind of pinched upper throat, slightly pinched upper throat, not nasal tone, just that pinch style of singing that a lot of soul singers are known for. In particular, female soul singers. And like I said, this is not a slight against the African American community. I'm not being racist here. This is just, it's an observation I've had about a lot of singers from that era and that style and that genre of music. They all share that same trait, and it's nothing wrong with it. I like it personally. But she brought that into this country song, and it worked. Like, it worked well, and it was a nice addition, a really nice addition. It helped change things up. It helped freshen things up. It gave it that kind of breath of fresh air that I was kind of looking for, if I'm being honest. So hearing her sing it, and she sang it well. She really did. So that bumped it up. It bumped it up into the sevens, and I was like, okay, 7.0, 7.1, somewhere in there. And then the fourth lady sang, and she was good. She was really good too. I dug her as well. A little more powerful than I heard from the first two ladies, but didn't stand out. But it was well, okay, it did stand out a little bit, I suppose. Not as much as Yola did, but I mean, she did stand a little bit on her own. And then came the turning point. And this is what bumped it up into the 7.5. The harmonies. Dear Lord, the harmonization from all five ladies singing. Wow. Talk about well done. Very well blended. And I'm not talking about from a pitch standpoint, although don't get me wrong, the chordal structure that they formed with their harmonies, that triad that they formed, sounded really good. It was clean. I heard nothing out of tune. I heard nothing that stuck out like a sore thumb. Not once through their entire harmonization did I ever hear anything stick out. So that alone is pretty impressive, okay? On top of that, their tones from all five individual women. And let's be honest here. The first two ladies, they were similar. They didn't sound exactly the same, but they were kind of similar in their tone. And then Yola had her very specific style of tone, and then the fourth lady had her very specific style of tone, much more powerful and projected. But then all five of these ladies came together, and their tones blended so well. They meshed so well. It's one thing to mesh two people and have their tones mesh. That's one thing. But the more voices you add on, the harder it is to have their tones mesh. I'm not talking about pitch, okay? Pitch can be done by anybody with enough practice. You know, as long as everybody is singing the correct notes, pitch should happen automatically, okay? I'm not talking about pitch and chordal structure. I'm talking about tone, vocal tone. The more people you add, the more possibilities you give to have somebody's tone not mesh. You know what I mean? So you keep adding people, it gets more difficult. So they had five voices that they needed to have come together and mesh tonally. And they did. That's not easy to do by any stretch. It's hard enough to do it with two people. It's even more difficult with three. Five, that's tricky. That is super tricky. So, gotta give them credit for that. Absolutely, that was impressive. And that's how we got up to the 7.5. The song itself, like I said, really was not all that impressive. It was well done. I did like the vocals. Like I said, the harmonies were fantastic. And the standout performer for me personally was Yola. I liked her. I liked her style. I liked her approach. It really kind of brought something different and something unexpected to a, for lack of a better word, a stereotypical country style of song. So it was nice. It was really well done, and I think personally, I think it's a really good song, and that's why it's getting the score of 7.5. So 7.5, final score. I have spoken. Well, let's get into it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.